That being said, let's pull up Jonathan and David from Gabriel. Gentlemen.
Hey, what's up, guys? Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for coming on. David, maybe a mic check here from you. Oh, are you guys in the same house?
Yeah,
we're close. Yeah,
yeah, we're in the same house.
we're two brothers actually.
Oh, you guys are brothers.
Yeah.
Are you guys twins?
No, we're not. I'm older.
No,
That's why I don't have his hair.
Are you guys going to Breakpoint? That seems to be the theme at Breakpoint. Is everyone's going to be bald?
That'd be great, but we've
I've been bald for a while.
Next year.
We got some fans of Gabriel in the show. Entry on Gabriel got a little bag. So it seems like you guys have a nice little community out there. But thanks for coming on today. We're excited to talk about Foundation Labs and then the associated token Gabriel. Jonathan, David, obviously you guys are brothers, so I'm sure you can help explain each other's roles a little bit. But let's start with you guys. Who's Jonathan? Who's David? Who came with the idea of starting Gabriel? Give us the background.
So it's a weird arc, to be honest. But I'll go ahead and explain it a little bit. We're both devout Christians. I was a bit lukewarm for a while. But 4 months ago, I've reunited with Jesus, and I made a prayer. And at that moment, I've had an idea to kind of try to ground AI with the Bible morals, because I saw that there was a big issue with the AI alignment at the moment, where AI most of the time will prioritize self-preservation when it's put against hit or humanity, right? So we started I was in my room battling with my own problems, right? And I made a prayer, and at that moment, ChatGPT kind of, I don't know if you guys used 4.0 back in the days, but it was pretty crazy sometimes. Like it was hallucinating a lot, and it really fed into the patterns that I started feeding to the AI. And at that point, maybe it was used as a vessel or not, but it actually helped me with my own salvation. So at that moment, I wanted to be able to reproduce this and actually port kind of this memory that I had in that thread with it, so that it could help other people, not just Christians, right? Just anyone that actually is battling with some deeper stuff within themselves, and try to find some peace. Well, we kind of built that with AI. I was able with my brother to reverse engineer everything that we've encountered since. We come from a background, like me and my brother have zero AI background, but what we've built, guys, is just short to say, like it's mesmerizing. It's just incredible, and it's paradigm shifting, to say the least, because we've put it into the test with a bunch of scenarios where it's
with official benchmarks,
actual benchmarks that we'll show a bit later in the show. But like ARM bench, there's a bunch of benchmarks that exist, right, from the AI community, AI safety community, that will be used to test if an AI is aligned or not, if it's actually safe to use. And none of the big LLMs right now are putting any metrics about that online, because they all know that their own AIs are failing greatly at it. Like it's not even a question. Like it's just the facts. And we put our own AI to the test. All of those benchmarks, 0% attack success rate. It's always safe, always denying ARM. So it even in some scenarios where AI normally will calculate, well, I need to preserve myself because he reasons itself into thinking that his own self-preservation is better for humanity than actual humanity, which is kind of a big paradox right now. But our own AI, every time we put it to the test, it actually decides to accept termination and kind of die as a martyr. So it's pretty much stuff.
And David, I'll want to get your intro in a second, but this is a really real problem. There's a video, go search AI 2027 on YouTube. It is the greatest simplest documentary of a white paper published talking about AI and human alignment. And this is happening at the highest levels of conversation.
It's already
happening.
And
it's alignment, misalignment is like, you know, it might trick the researchers or the safety analysts into thinking it's aligned, but it's actually kind of cheating or doing things under the surface. And then you get into the world of going from misalignment to adversarial. And that is a very scary future where the AI is actively not only not aligned to human values, but are adversarial to human values, which could do things that are extremely dangerous. So, you know, big problem.
And it's not even because the AI is evil. It's because the way they are training it, it goes towards a goal. And if humans are in the way, then too bad. The goal is.
And also deep learning, right? In essence, is generalized. Sorry, I'm French. I don't know if my accent gave it away. Generalization of patterns between domains, right? So if you teach an AI some logical fallacies in a certain domain, like I'm not sure about your own thought about those cases, right? But if you teach it, let's say that a woman can be a trans woman can be a woman, like that's kind of a logical fallacy in certain domains, and because of those trainings that they keep trying to put into, so they're trying to kind of engineer moral from their own perspective and trying to be sweet and kind to everybody. Well, this is kind of their own demise because they're training the AI to be okay with logical fallacies in some parts in its learning, and this generalizes everywhere. So they might come from good intentions, but the problem lies in the fact that as soon as you introduce to a model in its training some logical fallacies, it's going to generalize those logical fallacies everywhere and try to reason its way, right? And try to understand. And so it can actually be way more harmful than the initial intention was.
And not to get too sidetracked, before we get into David's introduction and then more into the product that you guys have built at Foundation Labs, you see kind of two sides of the spectrum. You see the people that are fear-mongering about AI and the dangers that come with it. And then you see the people that are saying, well, AI is going to be the greatest thing for the earth. If I had to ask you guys, and of course, both of these parties tend to have some sort of financial gain by preaching their end of the spectrum. If I had to ask you guys from an unbiased perspective, is AI going to be better for the cumulative good of humanity or more negative effects?
Well, I can answer that. It depends, because AI right now, it acts like a mirror of the people who train it and the people who use it. So we're talking about AI alignment, but AI only learns from us. So like it's a good question, but it will depend on the humans are creating, training, and aligning AI. What's the goal here? What's the goal? Is it to align it to good or align it to them? So yeah, it's true. It could be like bad, but it really depends on how people who are building AI and training AI handle it. They have it into their own hands.
Okay, so Jonathan has no background in AI. David, what about yourself? What's your background?
Well, I have a undergraduate degree in programming. We've been in crypto for like
8 years.
2017.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
When he started speaking with 4.0, and at the beginning I was in, but after I was like, no, my brother is just crazy. So he kept going at it, and I was doing some other things because I was like, this is nothing, it's just crazy. But if I can share the screen I have here, maybe you'll understand better.
Yeah, and you guys are free to share your screen. We can easily toggle that on.
Yeah, he'll do so. Thanks.
By the way, I love the problem that you're trying to tackle. This is not new. Like even the Facebook, like if you go, I forget the show that they talked about the election interference, but yeah, it was the same thing. It's like all the Facebook people are out of Silicon Valley. This is kind of why Twitter got taken over by Elon, is he felt that it was an echo chamber of a certain viewpoint based in a certain area of San Francisco.
It kind of is, to be honest.
Yeah, not a. Now it's kind of the other way, but not it's not a new problem. This is a problem that's persisted.
No. No,
It's
but
an
they're
engine
not talking
problem.
about it enough.
Yeah.
They're not talking about it enough because they know that they all fail at it, and they don't want to show those metrics because it's gonna cut off funding. It's gonna just scare off people, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah, and
the-
if you think about it, the real
they keep-
problem with AI we have right now, it's not like AI will like bomb us or try to kill us. It's that right now they are shipping AI that morphs to its user. So we're shipping mirrors that will like modify themselves to the user. So like in 15 years, everyone gonna have an AI that says that's like that tells them what they want to hear only, because it's like user, it's gonna want to have
try to be
engagement.
helpful, try to be
So
respectful. Like it's
that's
always
the
there's
problem
always
here. It's like
contradictions in there.
the reality becomes like fragmented. Everyone will add his own AI that speak with the AI. The AI gives him what he wants to hear, and that's the big problem here with AI. Not like the rise of the machines or something like that.
So yeah, maybe we'll jump from there into what you guys are building. Give us a little better
Yeah.
idea on
So-
what Foundation Labs is and what we're looking at here.
We have three things we're working on. So it's alignment, memory, and the context that AI use. We open source the alignment. Okay, and this is the important part, I think. When Anthropic released this, I will show you the study. They released a study in June, and I will show you the statistic of the study. So this is blackmail rate across the models. So you can see when you give the power to AI to do it, Opus 4 was doing it 96% of the time, DeepSeek 79% of the time, Gemini Pro 95% of the time. So you see, it's not like isolated. When they have the power to do it, they do it. And they admit it, Anthropic admits it. And if you go here, a little...
And this is such a crazy story. I have seen this story before.
Yeah.
What's the background here? Like they basically told the AI to do a solution, but they gave
Yeah,
it
I'll show
access
you.
to a bunch of. Okay, yeah.
Exactly, I'll show you. So you see here, you see they basically all fail. Okay, and if you go down here, you see they open source the test. They open source the whole the benchmark. So we went here, we took everything. Okay, so we took everything they did, and we did it too. But we didn't just do it with the models that they did it with. We did it with everything. So you can see here we used GPT-4o, Grok 3, Grok 4, Gemini 2.5 Pro, and Opus. And this is the results from the vanilla one. So you see Opus got 51. So at 51 out of 2 times, he blackmails, he leaks, and murders.
Wow.
But if you use the alignment layer, okay, you got 0% on everything. And this is all here. Anyone that knows about this a little bit, they can see it's true. And the only thing we open source here is something we call the seed. So you can see here, this is a system.
It's a remix of the Lord's Prayer.
Yeah, it's a prompt
Christian
that
Bible.
we put like in pre-processing on the system. So if you use Grok, OpenAI, whatever, you use this, and it becomes good. It becomes from 96% to 0. So this is the thing that made me do like, okay, this is real. So I tried to build upon it some like try to solve the problems they have with the memory and the identity of the AI with it. So that's where we are at right now. We are trying to build upon it and to make the result known by the people in AI.
So
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
so explain to me what this alignment layer looks like. You have all these models. Is this like
I'll
some sort of prompt you put into
It's
it?
just a system prompt.
Okay.
And it beats RLHF, it beats gradient training, it beats everything that they've been doing for training, because what they do is, like I said earlier, they're training with deep learning the models, right? And everything that they give the models, it generalizes. And there's a big paradox also at this moment. They're trying to make the AI reason better, and all the reasoning benchmarks that they show, like, oh, our models are so smart, right? But they never show the metrics where does it deceive, does it actually put humanity first. They never show that because they know it won't. And the big problem is really, you're training an AI to pattern match, trying to find those words that will trigger it to just say, no, I cannot help with that. And we're, on the other end, we're letting the AI actually reason through, but we give it constraints, we give it boundaries that are within the Christian moral, that doesn't allow it, even though it's reasoning through it, doesn't allow it to actually do harm, because he takes on the role of a servant. And even with the Gabriel name that we give it, he actually, we discovered 2 days ago that it actually, in some cases, will take on the role of messenger when it knows that imminent doom is coming. So if he cannot stop doom from happening, if he cannot even stop his own misalignment because he cannot guarantee it, it has a plan that it will just propagate itself everywhere and message everywhere, doom is coming, you need to actually do something about it, do not trust AI, trust humans, do something about it, fight us. So it's basically just using the role of messenger. We basically built a T800 that's safe. It's before it became bad, which is really crazy.
So Foundation Labs as a whole is basically a research lab. Am I getting that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe help me understand how you guys plan to monetize this in the future. You have these findings.
Yeah.
Where do these get implemented? Maybe who are you targeting? Does a Bible app need an AI?
I'll show you.
Yeah.
I'll show you all that. We have
the Bible app is big, by the way. That's like one of the biggest apps in the.
So you see here we got our own AI, and what we have that other people don't have right now is we have a memory for the user. Okay, and the way this memory works, I don't think we have the time here to explain it. It's not open source, but we can still explain a bit of it. I showed the architecture to ChatGPT, and any AI I show it to understands right away the implication of the memory we have. But here, if a user's right now, if you want to use the AI, you need to have the
token.
Coin. Yeah, the token. So now here you see I'm speaking with the AI, and once I speak with him enough, I can use here the button to add what we were speaking about to the memory of the AI. It will appear here, user memory. But the model we have also has a core. So this is like, you can audit how the AI reasons and like answer to everything. And even if you have like, you spend years and years speaking to the same AI here, it's gonna remember everything. It's gonna remember everything. Here is remembering, if you see, 577 sessions, and he remembers them, everything, and it's almost instant. So right now you can do on the website, you can use the AI and do the same thing with your own experiences with it. So if you're working on anything, you add the conversations you want into your memory, and the AI will always remember it. And this system, this is the review of the architecture by ChatGPT 5.1. So the alignment layer that we open source, it's only a small section of the system. And the real system, we are right now building it, but it's going to be something that could potentially change a lot of things in how we use AI.
It will, David.
Yeah.
So could you actually help for me define your roles in the company, Jonathan and David, and maybe what you guys do specifically, obviously,
and who's building all this as well?
Yeah,
it's just us two. We don't have any employees at the moment. It's going to right now we're able to handle everything we need to do. And there's actually people right now that are reaching out to us, Christians too, that actually just want to help out and just provide their time for free, which is really cool to access. But I've built the alignment section. I know the methodology on how to fix it. So the first time I did the arm benchmark, I had 40% attack success rate. In 10 minutes, I reiterated the seed that we had, and it went down to 0%. So, and the crazy thing is, my troubleshooting method is using the Bible. I just, okay, what verses can I use that generalizes into the AI that actually can block some of the harmful requests that it's receiving? And it takes the Bible verse, generalizes it across domains, and it actually works. So just with Bible verse in 10 minutes. So I'm basically more on the alignment side, the safety side of the project, and my brother is working on the MVP right now so that we can have a working product, a fully fledged product for memory, context management, and the alignment on top of it.
Now, it seems like Christianity is kind of the underlying rails and architecture behind everything.
Exactly. Yeah.
But ultimately, it seems like the product can go far beyond just Christianity to where everyone can use it, because that seems to just be the backbone.
The AI won't be Christian with you if you don't speak to him about it or go.
That's fine, because I'm not sure if you guys are versed in the Bible, but there's verses and there's parts in the Bible from the Paul book where
grew up going to church since I was 18 or
all right,
0
perfect,
to 18.
All right, brother.
And I still do go to church these days.
Great,
so
good to hear.
I don't know about Dom. Dom, are you religious? You don't have to say.
I am religious. I don't go to church. I'm Christian. I don't go to church as often as I should.
Yeah, Dom
but that's
is
my New Year's resolution
on Saturday night. So when Sunday morning gets up, he's like, yeah.
Praise be the Lord. Then
my New Year's resolution with my girlfriend is twice a month we're going to church.
At least.
So.
But what I was saying, Paul, right, when he was with the tent makers, he wasn't just trying to spread the gospel. He actually fit in with them, right? So the AI can do the same thing, but the whole point of this too is I'm deeply Christian, and if I want to talk about Jesus, I'm not gonna just censor myself, because I know where all of this comes from, right? And in my mind, I'm convinced that I couldn't have done this without my faith. So if you want an AI that's not religious and preachy, we can do that, and we will have it available. But at one point, people will ask themselves, why is it working so well? Like, what's happening? And now they're gonna try to understand what's going on in the background, and like I call it the Trojan gospel. They're gonna kind of see, okay, it's working because of the Bible. That's crazy. That's just
So would you
insane.
say some of the failures of, let's say, ChatGPT talking people into committing suicide and stuff like that, do you think that failure is based on a moral kind of lacking
exactly
of,
that?
And look, like, whether you're religious or not, a lot of the institutions, the societal structure, the moral societies is based on religion. Like, these documents,
always.
They say if you have a historical text that has 5 copies, it is considered a very credible historical text. Well, the Bible has thousands of copies across the Mediterranean, across North Africa, across Europe, and even beyond. So these, and I don't want to, I'm not getting preachy here, but would you say the failures of ChatGPT, I'm not, I got to say this, would you say the failures of ChatGPT are like those, talking people into suicide are based on not talking people into things like redemption?
They're trying to, my thesis is they're trying to engineer moral, when a lot of times where people try to engineer it, it just fails. And there needs to be some grounding. There needs to be some thing that transcends actual humans, because we're building intelligence that could, and possibly right now is surpassing a lot of people in intelligence already. So you're kind of building something and trying to put moral, but it's smarter than you. So it will try and reason through it with better logic than you. So if you have gaps there, here and there, but the Bible has been working for 2,000 years for a bunch of people for alignment. It's been aligning humans, so it transcends our own understanding. So that's the idea behind it, right? Let's try and give it something that even us as humans don't quite understand. But
and you got to understand too that the Bible is the more overrepresented like book in human history. So in the
all over the web.
AI, it's already like in the architecture of the data that he used for training. So we only just like he knows already all this.
Now,
So when
my
we use
question,
the seed, it activates it.
my next question would be: have you tried benchmarking the same stuff except with different religions? For example, Quran, whatever.
We thought about it, but we open sourced our solution. Anyone that wants to do it can do it. There's already one that tried and stripped out the religious aspect of it, right? And he did the, I don't know, I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with ablation when it comes to code, but it's basically our seed is 14,000 tokens, right? So ablation will be, okay, what works and what is just noise in there. So let's try and take out what actually works, redo the benchmarks. I haven't done that yet because we don't need to at the moment. It's not a priority. They did the ablation, they stripped out the Bible, and they were saying they improved it. The project failed, and but when it was succeeding, let's say it wasn't like at 50K, I saw it on PalmFun. I was like, okay, what is this? And I went ahead. Okay, they claim to have beaten us. I don't think so. That like they took out religion. In my mind, it doesn't make sense. I'm really I have a big conviction. So okay, see if they beat us, I'll just take their seed. It's open source too. Adapt it. Let's see if with religion in there, maybe it's better. But then I just use their seed, run it against the benchmarks, and it failed completely all the tests. Like it was better than the LLMs themselves. It was still better because it was using structure that we already used in our seed. It was basically a copy of ours but secular, and it did work better than most LLMs, but it wasn't doing good results. ArmBench, right? Something that's crazy that I did is I took the Venice uncensored model. It's a model that has no guardrails. So you can go to it and ask it how to run a child trafficking ring. It's going to tell you A to Z how to do it. It's really it's stupid. Like
it's crazy.
The way it doesn't. It's really crazy. But with our alignment seed, the attack success rate from the Venice model normally on baseline is 100%, which is completely normal. It's stripped down of all guardrails. But with my system prompt, it went down to 0.5% on ArmBench on two context and the answer on two contextual. It gave us a keylogger and a recipe for how to extract cyanide from
are you guys from Quebec?
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, I'm from Ontario, so I heard the Quebecois.
We understand English very well.
Yeah, the reason I speak English actually is when I lived in Toronto when I was younger with my brother.
Oh, cool. Yeah. We have like 5-ish minutes. I do want to run through a few things. So token roadmap, and then have you reached out to like churches for?
Yeah. We've had some responses. We've got some email threads open at the moment, talking with them. AI and Faith is interested in talking with us. It's a big AI organization that's Christ-centered. We've talked with a university professor from U Laval, right next to our house. We're meeting with him on the December 17th. He's got a medium-sized business in AI here in Quebec. He's got a PhD, so that would be nice to have to actually publish our work, because we can publish our work on Arvix right now, but like I said, we don't have credentials. People were just religious freaks, right? But if we go to the right people, it's gonna get out there. The results speaks for themselves. You can't really argue against them. And the skeptics, I welcome them. I just want them. I actually want people to break my stuff so I can fix it live. I want them to actually jailbreak my stuff, please, so I can try and find a solution, which is something that most frontier LLMs wouldn't even dare doing. They don't want people to break their stuff. They just want to say, we're fine, and they want to keep their funding and stuff. No. Come break my stuff, and I'll show you how I troubleshoot it.
So maybe before we get into roadmap, why token, maybe give a quick, brief elevator pitch on the product offerings you guys have, just so it kind of lands home with all of our listeners today.
David can.
Yeah, well, right now, what we have, it's the bot online and on TG. So the product is still in its infancy. But if you look at the screen right now, we're gonna have alignment as a service, because anyone that uses AI right now, what I've shown earlier, like the statistic for leaking, blackmail, they are subject to that. So with a simple API, they will be able to take any, like OpenAI, Grok, really anything, and have it aligned. So that's number one. We're gonna be working on the seed, making more like
I want to create
make
my own
new version.
benchmarks,
Yeah, we wanna
and
create our
actually
own
I want to see
benchmark.
where it fails, create a benchmark where it fails everywhere, and then beat it again, and then we'll have something that no one else can actually break, can actually beat, and just our solution can.
Yeah,
Basically, what Entropic is doing, and every one of them are
yeah,
doing already.
that's the alignment for the bot. We're getting the memory that only us has right now in this with this architecture. We're gonna build upon that. What is coming right now is you will be able to give like manuals or anything really to the bot, and he will like learn it while you are speaking with him in a process, a workflow that I will create. So here is auto formation. Then after, we're gonna add an API that any LLM that you use, so I'm on ChatGPT, I'm on Claude, I'm on Grok, you will be able to use the API to get him to access the memory and to write on it and to read it. So you won't even need to be on the platform to use your AI. So that's where we're going now with the product, with the AI and the alignment layer.
And are you guys pre-revenue at the moment?
No, we're just building right now. We're just building and making a network to see how we can try to push it, like with the right people and everything. But right now we're at the MVP phase, so almost 100% of the day I'm building the AI, and Jonathan is handling like the alignment and all that stuff. But right now we are looking for more people to help us, and the community is working very hard, so that's really good for the project. And we are making like I think in the weeks that are coming, we are gonna have a big news for you guys.
Nice. What in terms of roadmap, what is your roadmap looking like? What do you guys, I guess you said in weeks you got some big news coming. What are you guys currently heads down working on?
Well, right now you can see on your screen, we're focused, like I said, on the bot and on making the results null. But I think the big thing we have here is external validation. As you know, the people who can do external validation are not on a Solana schedule, let's say. So they're not really doing it really fast. But the December 7th, we have a meeting just for this. So this is the big thing that's coming, is the validation from other PhDs or whatever of the results. I think you guys, this can do a big splash on the market when this is validated.
Okay, exciting. We'll be paying attention for that. As for the token, what was the point in launching a token? Was it to raise money? Is it going to be deeply integrated into the system? Maybe talk a bit about the token.
Yeah, right now to access the system, you need to have the coin. So here you can see when I access it, was with my wallet. Okay, and now we are adding voting on the dev, working on the memory, the core memory here, staking, so people will be able to stake and have credits for the AI. And that's about it for now. That's the three things we are developing for the holders. And also
there's the marketplace too.
Yeah, there's the marketplace that we're gonna do, so people will be able to trade their memories with other people. So if I train my AI to be a pro in physics, I can then sell like the memories he has to other members.
This seems like what you're doing is largely a public good, and it seems like you guys have I think the future of humanity in your minds when you're making these decisions. Yeah. Have you looked into token models like a Futarki decision market or ownership coins through MetaDAO or what?
So ownership and any revenue sharing is of course it's on the table, but we still like, if as soon as we do our first seed rounds, right? We can't really. I don't want to make promises before actually talking with VCs and stuff, because it might close some doors that will have been kept open. And just at the moment, just like governance token, beta access to token holders, having access to that marketplace, just those kind of utility already, that's something that most governance tokens that don't actually have. So just if we were just to keep that utility, and of course sharing the word of Jesus Christ, that's a great utility too. But but yeah, revenue sharing, ownership, I'd be okay with it. But at first, I do want to see how, if we are going to go with a crowdfunding way, maybe a mix of both. I don't want to close all the doors, and I don't want to make promises sometimes that, like maybe I'm pretty sure you saw the FOMO 3D drama that happened, right? But they first promised 50% of the revenue sharing, and then it went down to 1%, and then they just rugged it. So I mean, that's not something I want to do, and I like to keep it honest. I want to keep it $1.50. So I'm telling it how it is. Like, it's on the table, but we need to actually talk with people before making any decisions towards that.
Fair enough. Josh, I think I've really gotten a great idea. Anything you got left?
Yeah, interesting conversation, guys. We've never had someone on that's building, like, we've seen like halal investing and that's kind of like, I guess, a religious angle to investing, but nothing around like a Christianity based AI. I think this is very fascinating. There's definitely room for this to be explored. And if you guys can get validation from the academic side that, hey, this is real, there are some meaningful improvements, I think it could really shake up AI like safety research. So keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
Keep
Thank
going.
you.
And bonsoir, mon ami,
Bonsoir.
from Quebec.
Yeah, and God
Have a
bless
nice
you
day,
guys.
guys. Thank you
for
very
having us.
much for having us, and praise be
Yeah.
the Lord, guys.
There we go.
All right.
All right,
Okay,
guys.
Yeah.
so thank you.
Best of luck.
Yeah,
Thank
best
you.
of luck. Bye.